What up, boys? Welcome back to Reddit Review. Today we may or may not be recording a day early, which is why the first post on screen is actually from last week, but we can cut those out. Let's get into the ClashRoyale subreddit as you do and ignore this first post. Join the 1 million UK guys getting clothes picked out for them to suit their budget and style. Didn't we have this last month? Is this like a targeted... Last week? Is this like a targeted ad? The Redditor by Goblin Guru. I mean, he's a Redditor. He even posted his name so he'd like get the clout. Free post a minute, misspellings, lifetime. Okay, defense gone wrong. What did you do? You actually damaged both towers. Yeah. Did you lose that tower? Well, not you. Did your opponent lose that tower? That's awful. What is this? Why has this been edited like this? Of course there's sound. What am I watching?
What is he doing?
What is the guy editing this doing? Okay.
He's beginning to believe.
Does it get the ramp to the tower? Is that all?
Oh, shit! God!
What is this editing about? Why is there a monkey on a bike? Oh, I get it, because it's crashing into the tower. I hate Reddit so much. I've had enough of this. And that is literally the same as Lava and Golem. Yeah, that's broken. They did redo the card pools, but people seem to be complaining about them more, rather than less, so... Wow. Click 2v2 then cancelled, went to training camp directly after that, it looked cool. Oh, this is like a bug that's been there for ages. I don't know. It's 1v1, but you can see your teammates' cards, and the King Tower is reversed with its health here. Sure. Have you ever wondered what would happen if Russia invaded the United States? Or if the United Kingdom decided to conquer Europe? Join the conflict of nations... I shouldn't read this. This isn't an ad. Pekka printed, primed, and painted. That looks cool. It looks like what they sell in the store, or do they still do the store? I don't know. I think they shut one of them down. Finally, we did it! Number 1, War Clan gets beaten probably for the first time ever. I don't know enough about War. I guess it's OP Elite. They both got 49. That's mad. They both had potentially one loss, or not even a loss, maybe they're just at 49 members. That's crazy. Fire Spirit art, oh that's cute. It's just like a head. It's got legs and arms and it's just been set alight. Maybe that's not so cute. Supercell should add a feature where players that finish a challenge can still play with others that finish, but they don't get a reward, they just play for fun. Maybe. They did this, the only repeat one I can remember is the 20 win challenge, right? And people just, like, teamed up with pros and were like, carry me. Obviously, nobody's gonna do that with Take to the Skies or Rough Seas Ahead, but... You know, that looks oddly painful, and the fish just, like, vomits. That's disgusting. SNOWMAN, a defensive building that drops free spell. Okay, I see. So... It's 4 elixir though, and it's only got 700 hit points. But it spawns a gob. Just one. A pack of naughty gobs, so I'd assume 3. That's really cool, actually. I rate that. It's a very unique design. I like it. 3,707 picks in 1. Photo mosaic? Mosaic? I know that word. Well, either way, they've just gotten, like, all of the cards. I wonder if they did this. I wonder if they did this themselves. Because their, like, user is e-picture. So maybe, like, they just do that. Or maybe it was generated. That's really cool though. Imagine being so stingy that you don't pay out 5 gold for level 2 rascals in Clan War. I mean, it's not really gonna help. If they like did it all the way up to like 400, then yeah, maybe it'd help. You should not pass. I hate Inferno Towers. I'm so glad that card just got nerfed into oblivion. People were like so mad about it, but it's so toxic. It just allows players to sit back and rely on one card, because even if you zap it, it's still gonna, like, take out your entire tank. Like, Inferno versus Golem and zap, the Golem dies. Inferno versus Pekka and zap, the Pekka dies. You know, Inferno versus Giant and zap, the Giant dies. Literally anything you do to it, it'll still just take out the tank. So, you're looking to spend lightning, but then you've spent your tank and a lightning just to get rid of one building, and then your opponent just spends something else, and they just win, so... Ugh, Inferno Tower shouldn't be meta, and I'm glad they nerfed it. No building should really be meta. Like, nobody would have fun if Tesla was OP again, right? Nobody would have fun if Inferno was OP again, right? Nobody would have fun if Bomb Tower was OP again, right? Like, we just don't need buildings to be meta. They're so, like, inherently they're so defensive, and that's boring, and we don't need that. Some weird idea I threw together. Oh, it's a bridge that you can go over the river on. Maybe. I don't really see the point in it, though. All you're doing is putting your troop on the enemy side, but in the middle. And that doesn't really help, because that's what your opponent wants. Right? Like, there's literally a troop called Ice Golem that its sole purpose is to bring your units to the middle of your opponent's arena so both towers can shoot them. And all you're doing with a bridge is, like, allowing them to go to the center already, so your opponent only has to do, like, a half pull. I don't know. It seems like it would hurt you instead of actually help you. Flooded arena drawing, take to the skies. You didn't put the graphical glitches. That's the only thing I care about. That's so annoying. I don't know how many of you actually played it, but there were glitches where like you'd put like a flying machine and go underneath the crown tower or something. It was dumb. I may have just hit my cup of milk, because I'm one of those people. I believe milk is probably the most underrated drink there is out there. I went to play football last night from recording this, and I got in and I was like really sweaty, so I just went to the fridge and just downed like half a pint of milk and was like, yes. Why can't Mega Knight have the star outfit from his trailer instead of the current one where only the chest plate is gold? That is really dumb. Why would they have designed this and then gone, actually, no, we're not going to put it into the game? I keep getting stylus ads. Leave me alone. Am I wearing the same jumper from last time? I think I am. I didn't mean to do that. It's been a week, okay? It's been washed in between. I just usually try and change it up. I'm done. Why have you done this? I'm no expert, but I did some research and I found out the fisherman's fish is a blue cod. Alright, cool. I now know that forever. Introduce a card request button. Maybe. I could see them doing this, actually. That'd be really useful. Alright, now we venture onto my subreddit and have fun. Boys, we are 11 whole members off of 200. If you haven't got a Reddit account already, make one. Again, email, password, link is top in the description. 11 more of you and we'll have 200 members, and then I'll stop bugging you. Alright, again, this is recorded 6 days since the last review, so I may have seen some of these already. Who did it better? I have just become a meme now. This is just a screenshot of me reversed and then some emoji. Emoji, they're called emotes. Why am I like from the 1700s? So I'm doing this again. For some reason, if this post gets 10 upvotes, I'll use this wonderful, somewhat familiar deck and post this battle on subreddit. Why would you put yourself through that? I look forward to seeing it. It all makes sense. Alright, let's go. Let's see what makes sense. Because of Bailey's latest video, I now understand why cards like Miner and Ice Golem are underrated. They have low DPS. Many people forget to keep their average elixir cost from being too high. These are things like Mega Knights and P.E.K.K.A. in their deck because they are strong when on the field and deal high DPS. Mega Knight doesn't have high DPS, but he does splash, so you can hit more targets. But forget that these cards cost 7 elixir and can be easily defended. These cards aren't win conditions, should be used defensively because of their elixir cost. They obviously don't fit in every deck. People just use the card because they think the cards are strong because of high damage and health. Yeah, 100% agree. It also stems from people seeing others use that card and have it wreck them. So, say somebody is, for example, starting with the cheapest of the cheap deck, right? They play 2.6, but they go into a game, they get wrecked by Mega Knight. They're like, oh, Mega Knight is overpowered. It just ruined my hog deck. And because it ruined my hog deck, I must ruin every other deck. So I'm going to put Mega Knight into my deck. Then they play with that deck, right? Then Mega Knight gets countered by P.E.K.K.A. And they're like, oh, P.E.K.K.A.'s OP because it countered my Mega Knight and my hog. So now I'm actually going to use both of them because P.E.K.K.A. must be OP in every matchup because it just beat me there. So then they put P.E.K.K.A. into the deck as well. But then they go into another game and they face like Inferno Dragon, and they'll have the Inferno Dragon ruin their P.E.K.K.A. and they're like, oh, Inferno Dragon is OP because it beat my P.E.K.K.A. so that means it must be every card. Then they put Inferno Dragon in the deck as well, and I think a lot of people do that. I think they snowball when they face like one card that beats their particular deck and they're like, nah, actually that's OP and I must play it. So I think it's partly what you're saying, like, they just don't look at elixir cost, right? They think, oh, this card is really, really strong, I'll put this in my deck. But then they also look at what other people are using and what beats them, and then they adapt to play that as well, which is really stupid. It's really stupid to do that, but yeah, and that's why we get ladder decks that have, like, P.E.K.K.A., Ewiz, Inferno Dragon, and Inferno Tower in them. Barely, it doesn't have a big spell opponent 2 seconds later. This is good. I even edited, like, me quoting myself onto it, because I was like, what a moment. I'm like, sat there, I'm like, alright, I think I've seen all of his cards, he doesn't have a big spell, let's put a musket in the back. Put a musket in the back, fireball off the board. It was a classic moment. Finally beat the game on walk on star levels and fixed my ladder deck. Good job, dude, you maxed an entire deck. Not even I've done that, so you play a lot. Congrats though, that's a big achievement. And you can now go forever on ladder and be happy. Any improvements so I don't get ruined by Golem? Maybe. Maybe you change Knight for something high DPS. I'd say Inferno Dragon, because you don't have the best air defense. If your opponent has poison, you lose. And I really like Inferno Dragon in mortar decks. I think it does very well, personally. I don't think it's a very meta thing to do. But I would run Inferno Dragon instead of a Knight, which gives you a very good answer. Although you are running all commons at minor, so maybe you're open to one more legendary, but yeah, I'd do that. Also, if you don't already have a big spell, I would go Poison Fireball. Fireball instead of Spigobs, I would go. And that will help you out against supporting units, because you can Fireball and Snibble Mega Minions, and that kills it, and you can hit all the other units as well, and it'll just help you out. Poison would be better, but it doesn't really fit Mortar, so Fireball. Wall Breakers are definitely underrated. I do actually agree with this. Recently I hit 4k on level 10 with level 9 Wall Breakers, don't judge me. Using enough meta deck with Wall Breakers. Whenever I went against someone, they would usually just leave them assuming they're terrible, and then regret it after they both, or just one, connected for 440 damage, or 880 damage if they both connected. In my opinion, they definitely are underrated, and I think Supercell will keep on ignoring them for a while. Me too. The conclusion, defend Wall Breakers no matter what level. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes I have this weird thought process where I'm like, do I need to defend those? But then my hesitation will make them get damage. So I'll wait a second, like, they're trash, do I need to defend those? But then I'll realise, actually, no, I do, because I'll do a load of damage. I put minions on top, the minions can't finish them off, and then both Wall Breakers explode and kill my minions, and this happens more often than it should. But, yeah, I actually think they are underrated. I think they do so much damage, and although they can be countered very easily, you have to be quick, because they are very fast. The tombstone does not open when you start watching a live match where your friend has a tombstone placed down and it's not dead. So are you saying if your your friend has a tombstone on the field, you start watching whilst it's on the field, if it's killed, it will still appear for you? I'm not sure, but there's a very obscure bug if so. I tried out the old DPS deck. Didn't the one in the video have Ewiz in instead of Wizard? Or was it Exy? I swear I had Exy. Unless you're just saying, oh, I did a different one. But I hope you had fun ruining some kid. Another random ladder deck I had the unpleasant experience of battling. This is what my channel is now. This is how many trash ladder decks we can find. We've got all DPS. We've got Golem Expo. We've got Mega Knight Sparky Spam. Yeah. You always stepped in Sparky memes. I'm with you, Papega. There are actually no Sparky memes in this week's Reddit review, so there you go. Maybe you're all slacking, or maybe you're all finally over it and you've matured, but I doubt that's actually the case. Anyway, boys, I hope you enjoyed this week's subreddit review. Again, if you haven't already, go subscribe to my subreddit. It's the top link in the description. I would appreciate it, because 200 is a cool number to have hit, because I expected, like, maybe 5 of you to subscribe to it. Anyway, once more, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching, and peace.